Hello, everybody, and welcome to Facebook Live with Mel Rapozo. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2019. And gosh, time is flying by. Let me just check something real quick. Hey, Siri. Oops. Hey, Siri. Uh-oh, my Siri's not working. Hey, Alexa. How many days till Christmas?
Christmas will occur in 133 days, on Wednesday, December 25th, 2019. By the way, I can also answer the question, how many days till Halloween? Would you like to know the answer?
No. Go sleep, Alexa. What's up, Kale, Richard, Francine, Jocelyn, Gladys, Mahina? Gosh, you guys came on quick. Becky, Clayton, Francis, Ed, Dad, Thomas, all the way from Seattle. Roland, Marie, Norman, Jason, Carrie, Joy, Belinda. Whoo! Well, you guys are just waiting. Anyway, sorry, I had to ask Alexa about how many days to Christmas, and she said it's 133 days to Christmas. So time is flying, guys. Time is flying. Get your Christmas list ready. And remember, he knows who's naughty and nice, so you guys got to be nice. Aloha, Roland, all the way from Houston, Texas. Gosh, if you are not on Kauai, please love the couch. Yes, Becky, my favorite couch is my hangout right here. I love the couch as well. Awesome. If you're not from Kauai, please post in the message box where you are at right now. Alan, Robert, Bitos, Gandia, Kenny, Lisa, Chad. Aloha, you guys. Thanks, as usual, for joining us. We have a lot of people. Hello from Kapa Homesteads. Awesome. All the way up Kapa Homesteads. Yeah, well. Is it hot? Hey, Becky from Utah. Awesome. In Utah. I'm supposed to be up there in October. I'll let you know. I'll give you a buzz. Hey, Bethany, Kathleen, aloha. Koloa. How's it, Kenny? I love that, Coach Mel. Boy, I love being a coach. Gladys Baisa, former council chair, Gladys Baisa, all the way from the county of Maui. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun on the field with the kids. As you know, I coach the Mighty Mites. Sorry. And sorry for the noise in the background. Kapahi, Terry Workman is all the way in Kapahi. Yeah, so it's fun. Obviously, I'm not there today because I got to be absent every Wednesday from coaching, so I could come here and do my Facebook Live. It's very hot in Lihue and Kapa. It is miserable. This heat is miserable, but you know what? It could be worse. You know, we could be facing hurricanes and all that nonsense. Hey, Keone, aloha, Keone. Let's see who else is here. Sorry if I missed you because this thing is scrolling pretty quickly right now. Keone, Lionel, and John. Aloha, you guys. Thanks. Bethany, all the way from the southern border of the U.S. of A. Thank you, guys. Thank you, folks, so much. It's a very special day for us here in the Rapozo household. Raining in Kekaha. I don't think so, Beatles. I don't think so. I guess, maybe. Hey, Kayla the Princess, how's it going? But anyway, yeah, today's a special day for the Raposo household because our daughter, Nikki, has come home for a little while. She'll be here till Sunday. Hey, BJ, how's it going? Long time no see. And Linda, aloha, and Sherry Cummings. Thank you, guys. Every Wednesday, 5:30 to 6:30. Right here on Facebook Live, and of course you can watch this on my YouTube channel, Mel Rapozo. We have all the archived videos there, and so if you find yourself bored and nothing to do, go over to YouTube, just search for Mel Rapozo, get to my page. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button and the bell, and every time we put up a new video, you get notified. Kolohe Kapu and John F.K. Aki. Aloha, you guys. Thank you so much. So anyway, I do have my daughter here. I wanted to bring her in. I don't know if she's getting ready. We're gonna go sing karaoke tonight. That's in Lihue, so she's getting ready. These wahinis, they take forever to get ready. Auntie Mele, aloha. Hey Nikki, are you ready? Come on, let's go. I just wanted to bring her on real quick, and here she comes. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. Come here. She's gonna just come sit right next to me real quick. There she comes, Miss America. Excuse the tattoos. She went to Oregon and became somebody's canvas. canvas. But you see, this one is pretty cool. It says Rapozo Yoshi with the coordinates of Kauai.
No, this is the coordinates of Wailua house lots.
Oh, the coordinates of Wailua house lots, and it's the
Keep going.
it's her lineage. Yeah, she's half Raposo, half Yoshi. So one of these flowers is the Japanese flowers, and
The
one
cherry
is
blossoms,
yeah.
and then the lavender.
The lavender is for the Portuguese. I guess I don't know where she got that from, but anyway.
Google.
Hey Eugene, look, they're all talking to Nikki. I should have her do the whole show. Adam, what's up? Cheryl, Ida. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce you to her, my daughter Nikki. Hey, the Rosais are on, and Bobby again. Aloha. So, how you like? How's it? You've been home a couple hours. How's it going? Get up.
Hot. It's so hot.
How is it in Oregon? Is it not hot in Oregon?
No, it is hot. It's like 90 degrees,
Okay.
but it's like sweaty hot here.
So, what do you like best about Oregon?
That it's cheap.
I mean, you moved to Oregon because you can't afford it over here.
Yes.
That's my water.
It's
So,
hot.
Anyway, it's always good to have the kids home. Hey, Sonny, Mark, Sandy, my sister Sandy, and Suzanne, and Sheila. Oh, I'm sorry, Shella. Oh.
They're
and
all
Karen.
coming on for me.
Yeah, they must have heard you were going to be on today.
Oh.
But anyway, it's always nice to have her home, but we know on Sunday she has to pack her stuff and go back home, and it's always really, really, really sad. But it's good to have her home for a few days, and we're gonna have some fun, do a lot of things. And hey, Brenda, how you? Marlene, aloha, Andre, Ann. Thank you guys. So what do you want to? This get like millions of people watching this stuff.
I know.
What do you want to say? Just say whatever you want.
What?
Say whatever you want.
Hello.
Sean Babiles.
Hello.
How's the housing up there?
It's cheap. I live on my own, and I serve chicken wings for a living.
Can you do nails?
That doesn't even count.
Look at the camera right here.
I'm reading, watching.
Hey, Melissa, Marla. Said my son moved to Eugene, Oregon, and loves it. He does miss the
Oh.
ocean. Yes, it's dirt cheap there. Yeah. Oh, Sandy's on Oahu. All right, all right. Kaleo, Kamehameha Perez, Sunny. All right, Eugene. Awesome, awesome. Lenore. So what? You live in a one-bedroom
Yes.
condo,
800 square feet.
bigger than this house. Her apartment or condo is bigger than this house.
It's 800 square feet. It's a one bedroom, one bathroom with washer and dryer in the unit, and
Dishwasher.
every house has a dishwasher.
Okay, keep on going. Let her go, please.
And
And how much you pay for
I
rent?
pay $900 a month, which includes utilities.
Oh, come on. Does it happen on Kauai? Absolutely not.
Not
You
even
cannot
at
rent a
Kalepa.
room, somebody's room for $900 a month. You know, and it's, as we joke about that, but it's so sad because our kids got to move away. $900, 800 square foot, again, bigger than this house, and utilities included. And she's on her own. And I'm proud.
Baron!
Oh, look at that. Her brother just came on, Baron Rapozo. Baron is actually in the process of buying a house, 28 years old, in the process of buying a house. Hey,
A
Darnell
three-bedroom
and Alan.
house.
Yeah, he's in the process of buying a 3-bedroom,
3 baths.
3-bath house, and probably almost 3 times the size of this house. But you know, it is what it is. But it's just sad. It's just sad. So I wanted to bring Nikki on just so. And somebody over here said that you were beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Where did I see here? Mel, your daughter is beautiful, Auntie Shella,
Aw.
and she looks just like her dad.
I'm from Canada.
And when I find her dad, I'm gonna kill him. No, just kidding, just kidding. Hey, Jamie, Bob, Lexi Jones, what's happening? If you're wondering what this is my daughter visiting from Oregon. She lives up there, and home for a few days. She goes home on Sunday, so we're just gonna be having some fun for the next couple of days. I took off from work, so awesome. So anyway,
So if you see us out, autographs are $5 each.
yeah, she's off. Yeah,
Please contribute.
we actually adopted them from Canada. If you guys, you know, and there was a special that if you took one of them, we took the boy first, and then they offered the girl. We got her at half price, so that's how we got the two. They're actually blood siblings. So awesome. Look, she is stunning.
But we're from Canada.
She is stunning. Lexi Jones. said you are stunning.
Thank you.
Chilla, come close.
No, we
Come
don't.
close. All
He
right.
is not my dad.
All right. Now you know where I get my sense of humor from. Right? I got them all from her. Anyway, this girl is special to us, and we're happy to have her home, and we cannot wait to spend the next few days.
Getting trouble.
Stop. And my niece, Vi, is over here.
Come on, make your debut.
Check this out.
Come
Check
on,
this out.
we're
Now,
all on here.
This is Vi. She's from Oahu. My mom's sister's
Hello.
granddaughter. There's Vi. Come inside, Vi. Come
So
inside.
you got okay.
Look,
There's
look.
all three of us now. Okay.
You remember the old show Charlie's Angels? Yeah, these Mel's Angels. And if anybody mess with them in the next few days, I'm going to kill you.
Look, Auntie Terry said stunning like her mom.
Yeah, Vi? Yeah. Hey, Derek, Romy, aloha, Stacy. So, anyway, this is Nikki, and this is Vi. If you guys see them around,
We are
Nikki,
the Kardashians of Kauai.
awesome.
Oh my God.
If you guys see them horsing around out on Kauai in the next few days, let me know. Okay, beat it.
Okay,
We got a lot of work to do. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with that. We got a few things that we're gonna just talk about real quick. Okay, where'd my notes go?
I forgot how to drive.
Okay, awesome. So anyway, yeah, like I said, we're gonna go sing karaoke tonight. We're gonna have some fun. Hey Jay, what's up, Jay? Savannah, Amy, and Nicole. Thank you guys. So we talked about it being so hot. It is hot, and even the air conditioner in our bedroom, I turn it up, and it takes forever to chill up that little bedroom that we have. But still better than nothing. So right now I got a fan blowing straight at me. There is absolutely no wind here in Wailo House Lot, so we make good. Makakoa alu, brother. How are you doing? Jeff, thank you guys. And Ryan, thank you guys for joining us. All right. Okay, let's get started real quick. Supreme Court ruled today. This I thought was very interesting. We'll start off the show with this because I think it's very an awesome ruling. The Supreme Court ruled on Tuesday that Hawaiian immersion access is a constitutional right. 109 in Nevada. Oh my gosh. Hi. What's up, Maka? Yeah, so I'm going to tell you exactly what they found. They found that Hawaii's Constitution requires that the State Department of Education make reasonable efforts to provide students access to Hawaiian language immersion education, and it's now it's been determined as a constitutional right. So no more excuses from the DOE. No more excuses from the DOE. They have to offer that to our children who seek Hawaiian language immersion. So I think it's a landmark decision. I think it's long overdue, and no more excuses. If you need teachers, you find the teachers. If you need to find supplemental programs, you find supplemental programs. What they found was that, not whether or not they offered or not, it's the fact what they ruled was that if they don't provide this access, then they are not preserving the Hawaiian language, the Olelo, for the state, which is a constitutional right. So awesome ruling by the Hawaii State Supreme Court, and we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully, now it's up to the department. They don't have a choice, but now we'll see the Department of Education start making a requirement. I love that, Patricia. Round of applause for the Supreme Court. They got it right, and I'm very happy to announce that that was done. They made the ruling again yesterday, so that's hot off the press, and I'm pretty sure you'll start seeing that all over the news. Awesome ruling. All right, TMT update. Nothing really has changed, except now the Canary Islands, the people at the Canary Islands are saying, hey, you keep that, don't bring it here. While they can appreciate the efforts of our people to protect Mauna Kea, they do not want to see the TMT over there in the Canary Islands. Now, the government does. The corporate, Spain and the corporate people of the Canary Islands want to see it. The same reason why our state government wants to see it, because of the money. So I just thought it was pretty interesting because myself included was promoting the fact that the Canary Islands was welcoming this TMT, but as this thing goes viral, it goes global as this Mauna Kea issue goes global. Now, the Canary Islands people are saying, yeah, well, you know, we respect that and we agree with that, but we value our lands just as much as the Hawaiian people do. So we don't want to see the TMT built on our mountains. So it's going to be an interesting dilemma. The state is is a very precarious position. LB, Tony, Carol, aloha, Anthony, how's it going? Because they're going to have to, at some point, they're going to have to fish or cut bait. And understand the governor punted to the Hawaii mayor, but we all know he doesn't have the authority under any rule to take control of the situation. At some point, something's got to give. And I do not see the protectors of Mauna Kea giving in. I see they're now making more demands that the 5 telescopes that were supposed to be decommissioned be removed all at the same time, which I believe is right. I mean, at those, you know, you cannot promise to remove telescopes and not do it. This is so disingenuous, and it's really, it's not the right thing to do. So, you know, I again, my position has always been with the protectors of TMT. I do not believe that TMT is a right fit for Mauna Kea, and I will continue to support those people. TMT needs to come to New Mexico, where the space industry is huge. That's wide open spaces, and heck, Roswell. You know, I don't know where they're going to go, but Ku'ule, aloha, Gerardo Rojas, and so I don't know. It's gonna be something to watch as it goes on. Now, Jason Momoa went up there. A lot of celebrities up there. A lot of legislators. A lot of elected officials went up there. We know The Rock went up there, and you know what this did was just put this issue in everybody's living room. Everyone knows about Mauna Kea. Everyone knows that the state wants to put a huge building on the top of a sacred mountain. And hey, Don, aloha, Julie, ke aloha, no, ke ala ona, and Robin, aloha, you guys. So we're gonna see how that pans out. You know, hey, where does Jason Momoa is living here on Kauai? I don't know if any of you know that for sure. Chime in. I would like to know. He's been all over. He has been all over the place. I haven't seen him, but many people have. We see a lot of pictures on Facebook. This guy is genuine, personable. He allows his fans to get pictures with him and posting. So amazing. Interesting. So anyway, and he's made the statement that he will not start filming the sequel to Aquaman while this thing is still going on. So, you know, genuine guy, you know, and he's very persistent on his position, and I respect that. Are we going to live on another planet millions of light years away? So why are we looking in outer space? Humans were meant to live on Earth, not on other planets. Man, Jeffrey, bingo. That might be the comment of the day. It's money, Jeffrey. You know that. It's money. It's, hey, Paul, aloha. Rick, cousin Rick. Vi was just here. She just walked off, Rick. Vi just went out with Nikki. So anyway, thanks for joining us. Peggy, aloha. Yeah, you know, we got enough issues in our state, in this country, to be dealing with than spending money to go look into space. Now, I know that's a very unpopular position for many, because they believe that we should. And, you know, I respect everybody's position on this. I've stated so many times before. And I definitely support science. I support the exploration. But again, you know, when you have a place like Mauna Kea, where the native people have spoken, and you know, I don't, these polls that go on and on and on and on about, you know, it was 80%, 76, now it's 62%. Yeah, the you know, you got to poll a lot of people, and I just believe in all the people I've spoken to. The vast majority of people I know, and the vast majority of people that I come in contact with, do not support the TMT on Mauna Kea. And I have a lot of good friends, people that I care a lot about, that do support the TMT on Mauna Kea. And that's fine. You know, I'm not going to lose a friendship over a telescope. But I hope they respect my position as I do theirs, that I just do not believe that that is the place for a telescope. Leona, now, having said that, a great segue, we cannot forget about our own Mauna Kea, which is a salt pond, which is salt pans right there in Hanapepe. We all know, and many of us have fought hard. Hey, Michelle, I see Kule on the session. So we have been bugging the county to do their job. We have been, many of us have testified at the Planning Commission. And I got to tell you, today I found out, and this is actually really good news, and a very, and it's really a prop to our planning department. As you can see, what that says, this is an amended notice. The original notice went out on August 5th. They amended it with this. So this is the most current, valid, amended notice of violation. Hang on. And order to pay fine. And if you look who that is to, this is going to the State of Hawaii Department of Transportation, as well as D&J Air Adventures, DBA Skydive Kauai. Now, what this is, and this was, again, stamped on August 6th, mailed out, certified. So this is the notice of violation that the Planning Department has served on D&J Air Adventures out there at Burns Field. And basically, it's violating the special management area, operating without permits, and I'm not going to bore you, violating our comprehensive zoning ordinance, which is our zoning laws. They failed to get permits. They've constructed buildings and structures. And so this is the required remedial action that has been served right now. Number one, cease and desist any further development on subject property immediately upon receipt of this notice. So I will have to assume, because today is the 14th, that they got this notice. Number two, cease and desist immediately upon receipt of this notice any further use of the subject property for commercial skydive sales and patron reception, along with patron parking. And C, within 30 days of the receipt of this notice, remove from the Port Allen Airport facility the attached pipe frame, metal roofing structure, and the wood frame metal roofing structure to be in agreement with the blah, blah, blah. With that, there's also an order to pay fines. And this fine is going to be for $5,000. So it's a small fine right now. However, if they do not come into compliance, should the violations not be remediated in accord with the above stated requirements, an additional fine of up to $10,000 per day shall be levied. So, hey, Bernie, Tony, Peggy Bray, just waiting for Mauna Kea to erupt when they really want the creek without a paddle. Yeah, Maverick's getting fined yet. So that was for the skydiving people. And I also have one here for Smoky Mountain Helicopters, Maverick helicopter. And theirs is pretty much the same, except their fine, they are being fined $10,000. They have a bunch of SMA violations, zoning violations, so they got a $10,000 fine, with the same warning that if they do not remediate these violations within the next 30 days, that there will be, that fines of up to $10,000 a day will be levied. So, hey, Bernie, Tony, so I got the two right here, Smoky Mountain and Maverick, and the one for Kauai Skydive. So the reason I bring this up is I want to publicly thank the planning department, their planner was, what was her name? I'm sorry, I forgot her name, Galinato. That was her last name. And for doing their job. Now, I understand, I see 5,000 not enough, 10,000 needs to be higher. The maximum we can find is 10,000 a day. Now we got to make sure that we pursue the additional fines should they not come into compliance. Number one, they won't be able to come in compliance within 30 days because it'll take more than 30 days to get an SMA permit and zoning permits. So they're going to have to cease and desist. In other words, based on what this notice of violation says, both of those companies need to stop the operation. Not just further development, but they cannot. This is a cease and desist of all operations. So for those of you that are out there every day, the skydiving company will just split without paying anything. Same with these helicopter companies. Oh, Jody, thanks, Kool-Aid. Jody Galinato, thank you very much. She did an awesome job. I read the report. Planning department did a great job on this, and I thank them. So if in fact they leave, God bless them. We still can pursue their corporations for the money. Honestly, I'd rather see them leave than collect their $10,000. That's my position. I don't like when people can just pay the fine and continue to operate illegally. Of course not. So if this causes them to pack up and move off and create that added protection for our salt farmers, I'm stoked. They can keep their 10 grand. Get out of here. I mean, that's just the way I feel. I feel that salt pans, that those salt farmers and all of those, that operation within the salt pond is very important. And I think it is very much threatened by the commercial use of that airport. The next step is the airport needs to prohibit any commercial use of that airport. That's the next step. But for right now, I just want to say kudos to our planning department. They are doing what they said they would do, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked. Thanks, Kool-Aid, for your hard work. Kool-Aid has really, been the strong advocate. Her family, I mean, salt makers for generations, and I'm just glad this is happening. I'm stoked. When I got this today, I was just so excited because this is how the government's supposed to operate. So anyway. Thank you guys. Andrew, aloha. How likely to stop commercial operations at Burns? Well, you know what? We got to try. That's the only two operations we got over there. So it's not an international airport. It's not like we're dealing with 100 different companies. We're dealing with two companies. I don't think, and it's just my personal opinion, I don't think that either of these companies would be successful getting an SMA permit, a use permit to operate down there. I really don't think they can. So to me, I think it'll fix itself. I'm hoping. We'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll stay on it. And I'm sure Kool-Aid, as an intervener, is not going to let us forget. She's going to rally the charge as she has done for so long. And we'll make sure that we do what we do. All right. What do you think should be happening with Coco Palms property? I'd love to see it turned into a park and Hawaiian Cultural Center. I know we don't have the money to purchase it, but Hawaiian can. The problem with Coco Palms is privately owned. I don't think I would support condemnation of that property. I think, the word is that there's some new buyers that are considering buying the place, and I believe they plan on continuing the use of resort. I wish there was a way we could acquire that. It's just the cost is significant. I was hoping that one of our billionaires that live on this island, hint Zuckerberg, hint Bette Midler, all of these people that live on this island that have chosen to purchase up lands here, that I was hoping that someone would purchase that and preserve that and run a nonprofit on that and keep it as a cultural park. I hope, I don't see that happening. Shay Shimabukuru. Wow, aloha Shay. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so, ultimately that's what I would like to see. I wish if I was a billionaire, I would definitely consider that. I think that would be a great contribution back to the community. But I'm not sure if that's in their DNA. So we shall see. I know Zuckerberg probably has people watching all of these things, or their computer, their algorithms, whatever. Every time his name gets mentioned or posted or texted, I'm sure somebody checks it out. So I would love for him to, I got to meet Mark and his wife personally a couple years ago. They're great people, very nice people. I don't think I'll ever see them again, but you know, somebody like that could. They have the resources to do it, and that's what I would like to see. I agree with you, Mel. That's part of our culture, and people think they can come in and do whatever the hell they want to make money. Yeah, exactly. That's just unfortunately the nature of the beast. But as we're finding out, you know, the people can change the direction simply by standing up and being heard. All right, Sue, aloha. It was Kauai Raceway Park back in the 60s. Wow. Marlene, Chanel, or Shani, how you guys doing? Can it be designated as a historical landmark? I don't think you can designate there's nothing there right now. It's a dilapidated building, which if it was on anyone else's property, they would be fined and forced to clean it up. So there's nothing historical about that place. I think there's a lot of old Hawaiian history in that place, and I think that is what we got to focus on as we move forward, as we develop that area. That we need to respect and appreciate the native Hawaiian history, not the cocoa palm history, but the native Hawaiian history of that lands, because that place, that area, that whole cocoa palms, Bellstone, Wailua Falls, Wailua State Park, that Lid Gate, the heiau, that was tremendous native Hawaiian culture and history in that area. That all the heiaus are there. There's heiaus there that I still haven't seen. And so yes, there has to be a way to preserve that area. And we'll see how this thing turns out. Why can't the county take over the land by default, since buyer after buyer keeps pulling out? Well, the owners are not in default with the county. They're in default with their lenders. So we actually we're not a stakeholder. I mean, we have absolutely nothing to do with that. The only way we could get it is by eminent domain, which means it would cost a lot of money, and then to maintain that. I would love to see a partnership with the state, the county, and maybe a nonprofit, Hawaii Land Trust, or some nonprofit land trust organization that can get the resources together to purchase or help purchase and maintain. I would love to see that. I'm just not sure if anyone is having that discussion, especially since the current owners are actively trying to sell that parcel. So Zuckerberg Memorial Park at Cocoa Palms. You know what? If Zuckerberg came up with the cash, I don't care what they call them. They could call it the Zuckerberg Native Hawaiian Cultures. I don't care what they name it. Put a plaque on them, put a sign. It doesn't matter. But it's going to take a lot of funds to get that to where I think many of us feel it should be. Nikki is joined. She left us and she's on. Thank you for joining us, Nikki. Tammy, aloha. Sorry, I thought you were still on the salt ponds. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. We said bouncing all around. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I'm sorry. There is a conservation layer. There's a special, I forget what it's called, a special treatment area. So it's already protected, but we cannot extend that into the state's parcel. That's the problem with Salt Pond, because we can dictate what's the county property, which we already have. Years ago we did that, but we cannot extend into that runway. It would be great if the governor, before he left, his last gift to Kauai, to turn over that to the county through executive order, and then the county would have complete control, and we could dictate what happens on that field. So sorry, Jeff, I misunderstood. It's the problem with texting, because I'm real good at bouncing all over the place. So I hope that answered your question, Jeffrey. There is a special treatment area layer on that. So there will be no development in that area, but it's only within the county's jurisdiction. King tides, the road eventually need to move to Cocoa Palms. Yeah, and that's the other thing. If I'm a buyer, if I'm an investor, and I'm looking at Cocoa Palms, the only reason I would purchase Cocoa Palms is to flip it, to make money, because you got to understand that not just with the king tides, with the sea level rise and all this that's going to happen, that's not a very good place to have a hotel. Right in a tsunami zone. So but it's adult monopoly. You know, these guys have money and they buy and sell, they flip, they buy and sell. That's what everyone tries to do. And unfortunately with Coco Palms, because for various reasons, no one has been able to successfully rebuild that hotel. I said, if these two guys that currently own that property couldn't do it based on what they had already done in the state, the successes that they had with taking over old properties and turning it into profitable centers, if they couldn't do it, no one else could. I still believe that today. Those two guys aren't bad people. It was just there was a lot of variables that came into play that really prevented them from completing what they wanted to do. So I don't believe anyone, I don't care who to rebuild that into a resort and make it a successful operation. I seriously doubt that will ever happen. So it's time that the discussion be shifted to preserving that area as a native cultural site. That I definitely agree with. Cecily, Herbert, Len, and Ann, aloha. Not sure which one of you are on, but thank you for joining us. Homeless people still live in Coco Palms. They will not leave. Absolutely. As long as we have a shelter, a place like that, we're gonna attract the homeless people. But you know, in addition to the homeless people, you got rodents, bugs. Yeah, I mean that place is infested with all kinds of stuff, and it's gonna take a huge effort to clean that place up. Cousin Anthony, all the way from Oahu. Thank you. Michael Drake, Gwen, Gaylord, Haunani, Megan. Aloha, you guys. Thank you. Okay, let me get back to my list here. Whoo, after 6 already. So again, congratulations for the people for Salt Palm, and thank you, Planning Department, for job well done. And it's not over. We must continue. Daniel, aloha. Okay, another thing, man, we had to go to the doctor yesterday on Oahu. I had to go see a doctor in Honolulu, and HMSA was supposed to have made my flight, and for whatever reason, it didn't get done. I called him at HMSA yesterday, so I was forced to go online to research airfares. Hawaiian Airlines, this is on Monday, I'm sorry, $239 round trip. I don't care. What the whole sheet was $239, $279. $239 was the cheapest. So I figured, well, you know what, maybe I'll just use miles. And I went to click on the miles button. They wanted 22,500 miles for a round trip to Oahu. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to gas everybody before Southwest comes here on Kauai, because we're the only island that Southwest is not on yet. But they are hiring, which means they are coming soon. But I think that's quite high. $239 round trip or 22,500 miles. I just felt I needed to say that. I mean, it's like, because I see it all the time. People posting about the fares, and it's just incredible how much it costs now just to get 18-minute flight. You know, you spend more time in the plane on the ground from the time you sit on that seat and they close the doors and they drive out to the runway and they take off, and then from when you land to you get off the plane, you spend more time on the ground in a plane seat than you do in the air. And they're charging you $239 round trip. It's unfortunate. What do you think about the plastic problem primarily on the east side beaches? I've seen some posts about some plastics. I think it's just something that there's a lot of plastic. I mean, that's just one of the problems. There's a lot of plastic. We got to be better people on this island and take care of our rubbish, whether it's plastic or bags or whatever it is. I saw a post today behind, I think it was behind Port Allen, all drug paraphernalia, needles, pill bottles, all that left behind by some drug addict punks, left there for some kid to step on, or we just got to be better at what we do as citizens here on Kauai. And this ain't just tourists, trust me. That drug and pill bottles didn't come from tourists. We, as the residents of this island, got to be responsible for our trash, and we need to do a better job. That's nothing. I checked last week for this Friday, and it was $420 for one way. Well, Savannah, because of the football game, Rams and the Cowboys. These guys, I mean, it's economics 101. It's supply and demand. When you got the monopoly and you know that you are the only way that someone is going to get to Honolulu, that's what they're going to do. And it's just shame that they do that. It's just shame. We'll see what happens when Southwest comes here. Southwest is either going to do one of two things. They're going to compete and drop their fares to try to take the Hawaiian Air passengers, or they're going to join them. And they both can make a lot of money. I am convinced that Southwest will come and compete aggressively, because they're increasing routes. And I think it's gonna be real good for competition. So